So
Roraima is one of the oldest places on Earth.
I found this clip.
Some rock formations are over
That's not a rock.
3.5 billion years old.
A billion years old? That's not a rock. That is a tree stump. A giant tree stump.
The plateau is the wreckage from a cataclysmic divorce.
And they just put in their own.
120 million years ago.
120 million years ago, the Earth is not that old. What is this? This is called Inside Venezuela's Breathtaking Animal Kingdom, The Real Lost World, Real Wild. So I just found this randomly. It just started randomly and it's playing in the background and I was like, oh, this is interesting. What is that? Oh, it's a giant tree stump. So they're telling you that it's a rock. And I think now they're about to tell you how it grew up or something. Who knows? Maybe these trees are actually not dead yet and they're still growing. And now they're saying that the Earth is 1 million years old. You know, that ties into the whole nothing exploded and became everything. You're a monkey floating through space on a ball and it's an accident, but we know that the Earth is flat. So, and you were created by a creator, the divine, a grand architect. You were a divine being.
We're part of a single continent called Gondwana.
So
when they split, Roraima sprang up from the ocean floor.
So it just popped up? Like what? Maybe the tree is growing. I don't know.
An island a mile high, rising.
A mile high? Can you imagine how tall these trees were? Dude, they were so high they reached up to the freaking sky. Just like Jack and the Beanstalk, right? Doesn't Jack and the Beanstalk, like, he's a giant? Like, there was giants here. Giant people and giant trees. But they hide all this from you. Look at that giant tree stump right there. That's one right there. These trees are humongous. They're right there in plain sight, but people can't see them because they think it's a rock. I don't blame them. It's because of the programming. But that's a giant tree stump, and I just wanted to share this clip because I thought it was interesting, and I'm sure there's been times where we've seen giant tree stumps on the television and it just kind of flies over our heads because we didn't know at one point, or it just kind of like flew over our head somehow. Or maybe we passed by giant tree stumps. There's been times when I drive around and I'm like, hey, giant tree stump, you know. But anyway, it is what it is. Heaven's coming to earth and all these lies will go away, all these viruses, and things will be the way that they should be. Maybe you guys can check this out. I'm going to keep watching it, just see what more information I can find. Oh, now they're talking about dinosaurs. No, like, for all we know, the dinosaurs were, dragons. Who knows? I'm reading this book. It's called Agartha, The Inner World, but in Spanish I'm reading it. And I'm probably like on chapter 12, and they talk about dragons. And so far, a lot of things that they're talking about in there are very... I feel like they're telling you the truth of what actually is, but they're making it sound like it's just a make-believe. One of these days, whenever I finish the book, I am going to do a review on the book. So you guys, like, chapter by chapter, so you guys can know what's going on in that chapter. But anyway, this is that. Just check that out.